Good morning, YouTube. This is my second day of vlogging, and I just wanted to let anyone know who's watching me and they got some high hopes for this channel that you're in good hands because, like I said, I am getting ready to be a grad student for potentially industrial organizational psychology that's highly effective in the workplace with workers and managers and things like that. I've been in school for a while. I actually went back to school and was retaking classes just if, I had took too many classes during undergrad. I felt like at a time, maybe like 6 courses at a time. Got maybe a C in anything, whatever. I actually minored in business at Western Michigan University, so I went back to school and I just was paying cash for any class I wanted to retake. I learned a lot more. Felt like it was a better hands-on experience. I always thought that college was a business, so I would go back and I would retake any class I want. And I would just spend the money, and I got as much learning at a slow pace as I want, and I would go back and ace classes that maybe I did get a C in there. And so I just wanted to start off saying shout out to content creators, even shout out to actors, because this is not easy sitting here. I got this neck mount on me, and it's first thing in the morning. First thing I tell you is I woke up and I was fight or flight because I was feeling as though for some reason, like I woke up on fire. I'm gonna just say that. Number one, I went to sleep super late. I did get some good quality sleep in there, but at the same token, I also woke up and my computer was dead. There's a little short in the charger, so I'm not really sure how successfully the footage from yesterday uploaded. On my way over to my fiance's house, funny thing is, she stays right around the corner. About to go pick up my daughter, and she's so young. She's only 1, and they're having a pajama day at, I call it school. It's really daycare for her, and they're having a pajama day, so don't really got to get her dressed that much. And she just got some new pajamas, and so that's gonna be exciting. And it feels good in society wearing like a neck mount, or maybe even having a tripod. I feel like a lot of people notice me. And I already was kind of talking to myself because I got a lot of energy. I like Stacker 2s a lot. And sometimes, I kind of live in some people might say a little rough neighborhood for right now. Sometimes you talk to yourself and you look smarter. And you also look like somebody people don't want to mess with. But I think that goes hand in hand for the channel and for me personally because it's basically like talking to yourself all day. So if you're that type of person already, maybe people won't be that shocked when they see you creating content. And I'm pretty much considered to be one of the smart people in my family. Even though it's taken me a little bit of extra time in school, I made it that way. You know what I'm saying? I could have been in grad school already. I wanted to look back and make sure that my GPA was all the highest I could ever get it. And I used to feel as though I was taking so many classes that how could you get an A in 6 courses in 1 semester? You know what I'm saying? So I had got a scholarship from Kalamazoo, the Kalamazoo Promise out of high school. I'm actually from Muskegon, Michigan. And I'm always going to say that to the day I die. Something I'm pretty proud of. And it's just also something that I think you do. Good practice. When somebody asks you where you're from, it's like, where were you born? You know what I'm saying? If you ask a guy where he's from and he don't say where he born, I can't really trust him. Another thing you'll get from this channel, I don't want to get in any trouble, but I feel like I got that Luke's Food type of humor. And I really got good humor, I feel like. So that's another thing that you guys can look forward to seeing with me. And I'm out of here. I'm on my way to get up my baby girl and take her to daycare. And I'm doing pretty well. I got an interview at 10 in the morning. I got to be there 10 minutes early. And I'm going to be giving you guys some heavy content. You're going to see me change clothes. You're going to see me put on some nice professional shoes. And I think God's walking in this path with me. And it ain't easy. It is not easy. But it feels like you got a best friend here that can potentially get you a couple dollars too. But it feels like you truly got a best friend when you keep this camera and I'm making this content. So just for anybody who starts to fall in love with this channel, you're in good hands. I've been working long, and I'm all about being scheduled and organized, and I think this will really be something that helps me in situations that are new and novel to me. And I just think that it will also be something I can look back on and have a lot of fun with. And I'm not even from this city, so it's like when I look at the city, I see a little more brightness than some people who might have been born here. You know, sometimes when you never moved away, you might not really take advantage of the opportunities as much, you know. So that's one thing that I think is true, because we moved a couple times when I was young. And so the advantages and the opportunities that I aspire to take advantage of, I feel like they're numerous. So see y'all in just a bit. I was about to say, wifey gonna kill me for coming upstairs in her place, because she didn't ever invite me up yet, but at the same time, I didn't want her to have to get up and come outside.
You came up yesterday.
Yeah, she gonna start killing me. I got the neck mount and the baby. Which one do I love most? No, I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I was sitting here whispering some good content to myself, actually, in my own free time, and I said, man, don't be nervous, put it out there. So wearing this neck mount really is super comfortable, and it starts to give you the confidence as a vlogger, which I only got one video out there, but I'm still claiming it. I'm still living in it. And so it actually feels like good utility, because it feels like something I would want to wear every day and be seen as somebody who might be making a video, and people start acting different, and you start feeling good about it. And I just was saying to myself, I love things where the investment turns out to be more than what you really spent. Like I was saying to myself, I cut my own hair. I got the Handy's clippers. I got some other clippers. I always been cutting my hair since high school. One of my older cousins tried it on us the first time, and then we had some clippers around the house. I started taking them. I started doing my own haircuts. My mom was doing them too at first, and then I just started doing it. Went off to college. I was cutting hair and making money. Just cutting hair, and now I always cut my own hair unless I just feel super luxurious, got a couple extra dollars. I'll go to a barbershop, but literally that was about once, maybe 4 years ago, I went to a barbershop. So I cut my own hair. I love wrist watches. You'll be seeing in a couple days. I got two of the same wristwatch, one in stainless steel and one in gold plated, and I'm going to be doing a semi-review of them. Just something that's motivating to me. I've loved watches since a kid. The first watch I got and wanted, it was a Happy Meal from Burger King, and it was the Star Wars watch. You comment down below if you remember the Star Wars watch that had the reversible sides on there. And I just told my mom, oh my God, I loved it. And I got it for Christmas, and ever since then, like, it might just be a Rolex in my mind, a presidential or something, and I might just be in my mind like, sometimes that's all I was working for some days. Now, a lot of people like the Patek style. Wearing something right now kind of resembles an Aquanaut. It's a Speck and Shone. Got it from Amazon. But I got some watches coming, though, for sure. Anybody who likes that type of stuff. I love things that you spend a couple dollars with it, and you could use it and use it and use it and use it and use it, and it works and it works and it works. And this neck mount, which will correlate into my vlogging, is actually starting to feel like one of those items, and it's really giving me the confidence to go anywhere and wear it and just want to create some content. And so definitely that's the same way you want to be as a human being. You want to put out a lot of hard work, and you want to get the job, and you want to be there early, and you want to dress well, and you want to try to increase your vocabulary. You want to put out a high value as well. You know, nobody likes things when you take it out of the package and it just breaks down, and you know, and then maybe you threw your receipt in the trash or something like that. So just a little thought. Yeah, just a little thought. Got the outfit on. This is some professional stuff. I got on green, a nice green sweater, and I even got the watch green. That's pretty cool. And so I got about 8 minutes worth of driving, and I got a little over half an hour to get there. So I'm gonna just sit in the car. I might get out, show you guys the surrounding environment, and just be a little confident and just have a little time. But I gotta be there on the inside of the building about 10 minutes early. So you guys wish me the best. And let me know in the comments the time that you were nervous, and maybe a time that you had a new job interview coming up, and how you felt and the things that you did to prepare in the comments. All right, peace. Hello, I just arrived to the destination for the job interview. I have about 14 minutes and I have to be here 10 minutes early. And the building does look fairly complex, so I will be getting out of the car in a bit and having that required 10 minutes just so somebody can find me. Number one, there's a couple different doors, so I want to make sure I don't have to walk way over to the other side of the building. And then so when I get inside, someone's gonna find me. Then they're gonna proceed to just walk me to the destination for the interview. And like I said, I would have had about like 10 minutes, so that's pretty important. And this is something that I've been looking forward to for a bit. I actually had a couple opportunities that I applied for, and this was one of the places. Once I followed up, they replied and they followed up with me. And then I'm actually looking. I have another interview that should have came through, but I haven't heard anything back. So sometimes, there's ups and downs. Things like this happen. And so it would appear that this will be the last interview that I have to go on ahead and secure employment. I have a full-time job now, but that position is going to be eliminated at the end of this month. So I've been getting paid. I've been at home. I've been looking for jobs on Indeed. And so this is one of the last shots. But I do have some family support, and they told me to go on ahead and don't just rush and get any job. But this is something that I look forward to having this position and gaining managerial experience and working with a team. And so you guys wish me luck. I'm dressed. I'm going to go on ahead and take my neck mount off. I'm going to put my phone back in the case. It's on silent. Put that in my pocket. And I'm ready for the world. Is the world ready for me? All right, so just left the job interview with a behavioral psychological facility, and I feel as though I gave it my all. I had a great time at the interview. The individual, he's born from somewhere not far, and he's very familiar with Grand Rapids, Michigan. I was born up the road, Muskegon, Michigan. I had a great time. There was some great staff there as well. Just had a bit of a little cliffhanger. He told me, he's like, yeah, you're going to hear back from the recruiters. We had a great time, though. I really did. I felt like I did. And so situations like that, got a young daughter, trying to show my fiance that I'm a good provider as well. My parents are in the mix with me too. But I'm a fairly independent, actually highly independent individual. So in the meantime, until I hear back about an offer, he did confirm that was my last interview though. I just kind of got to sit tight. Just got to sit tight and see what the verdict's going to be. But I'm actually looking for this job and this to turn into a career. I'm getting ready to start grad school. I'm not looking forward to working, and I don't think I give off the vibes of somebody that wants to come in and work for a couple months and just be all over the place. I'm 30 years old. I might have been a little tad over his age. Maybe it was by, 4, 5, 6 years. You never know. But I really want to sit down and get some experience. He was motivational to me because he's working in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Kalamazoo, Michigan he's managing. And I'd be working under him, making things easier for him. So I'm going to be praying about it. It's kind of a hard position because you got Christmas coming up. Then it's like you don't know if they're going to say something before or after Christmas. It might be off into the new year, but I'm not certain that they'll do me like that. But you just got to kind of sit back and see, and hope for the best, So I hope sometimes you think you did really well, and then they might be like, hey, we never want to see you again. Sin. So I hope it's nothing like that. I hope that I get offered the position, and I just really want to lighten the load on them, and I want to get some experience at the same time. And so this is going to be a new turning point for me because I love to work. I can come in here, I can dress nice, regular clothes, I can wear a nice little watch. I can have responsibilities, yet I'm still on the floor with people, still showing them some respect and cooking for them and things like that. And so I really just really want the position, and I had a great time. And this vlogging is helping me even become more grateful. And so that's just a tip for anybody that might vlog, you know. When you get nervous, bring that camera out. Bring that tripod out. Bring that neck holster out, because you might get even more confident, and you might draw some attention to yourself. Like, hey, he really taking this serious and he really wants it. And that's how I feel. And so I hope it goes well, and I hope I get it. I'm back again. I got some tips and some takeaways. I think it's relevant because I want to work and I want to be an industrial psychologist one day, and that's got everything to do with human behavior in the workplace, and it's going to be more about management. So I have to get my skills up, and it's kind of quite the hard thing to do. I'm glad I even get to vlog about it, because like I was, like living on campus, full time, taking classes as many as possible. So it really wasn't the perfect time to like get super involved, great managerial positions, and go to work. It's just something that never really kind of coincided that well. And so during this interview, I actually had another job that would have been some great skills to highlight, but it ended in an unfavorable way. Something personally, happened where I ended up getting suspended from the job for so long and in such an unprofessional way that I actually ended up calling in, quitting. I know there was not going to be any more trouble coming from that beforehand, because nothing was happening, but they just really, utilize their ability to just let you go at any given time, which, you signed on for that technically, but the fact that they utilize that as opposed to going on and mitigating the situation and as opposed to keeping some employees and training them on what they did wrong, and we could have all just been working together. I think that they found best just to utilize the option just to take me off the schedule, kind of. And so it was my second job. I already had a full-time job, and so I was lucky in that aspect, but I didn't really get to, and I didn't feel comfortable highlighting that on my resume, which is a trick that my fiance actually taught me. She's like, well, you don't even have to put that on your resume. I think my mom mentioned it before. And so I actually Googled it, and that is something that professionals sometimes do. They might not even say that they work somewhere if it ended in a way that you don't like. But I was able to highlight skills and knowledge from that position, and I didn't even really put it on my resume, because the way it ended, I wouldn't want you calling them, asking them about me. I wouldn't want them representing me the way they handled the situation. But now I get to get a potential position that's over that, just meaning that God's been watching out for me. And, I did do some things personally that I would keep personal, but it's nothing that was wrong. And it's nothing that I would have knew any better as a young employee at a low level. I wouldn't have known any better. I don't always take credit for things that, I was just doing my best, honestly. If you really want to say that, I was doing my best. And maybe some things were wrong to some people, but they didn't manage me. They just took me off the schedule and probably took it personal. And so I had to quit, but I was able to still, and that's about 6, 7, 8 months of work. And I still was able to talk about the experience from the job, but I never had to worry about anybody calling them. Would I advise that too often? No. You definitely want to make sure you're getting work experience for years and years and years. That's something that I'm battling with now. And you don't want to leave a bad mark, but it was just something that I thought I'd vlog about, just due to the fact that I might not want to highlight that company, but it would have been beneficial to put the work experience. And I also got lucky because it wasn't my main source of income at the time. I've had many times where I had more than one job at a time. But I think that my potential supervisor who interviewed me today, I think he definitely took away that I've got more than enough experience in the field, and I've got the school side as well. But I just want to actually get out here like my stepdad, and I want to get out here and have a lot of those times where you've been working for years and years. I want my daughter to see me being a young aspiring professional, having experiences and managing and learning the ins and outs. And I want my fiance to see that he's just not a guy that's going to sit around and be looking for jobs all day. He's actually going to get out there and he's going to work hard. And I want to be like a lot of these people who've been doing it for years and years and years, and you just feel like they're invincible and nothing can bother them. And they just been working for so long and getting all these experiences, excuse me. I just want to be one of those people. And I just want to sit tight. I want to learn a job. And I want to just let it take over, even when it's hard times. That's what I think the vlog's going to come in and help me do. If I have a struggle or something that's hard, I can just come home after work and I can talk about it. And I can share it with you guys. So, yep. Don't have the job on my resume, but I still got it up here. I took a lot of lessons away from what happened there. And won't be giving them the credit, though. But I took it. Alright, guys, we at the office. Had a job that's, like I said, it's gonna be over actually from the company due to profitability issues, and I still got the keys here. I'm not gonna lie, this is my channel. My mom and stepdad, actually, my stepdad's the CEO of the company, and they are some references for some jobs. I'm not gonna lie, it's my channel. I say what I want to say. I tell y'all what I need to tell you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big factor with things going on too. And my stepdad, man, he's been having companies, restaurants, shoe stores, everything you can name it, all through my childhood. Kalamazoo, Baltimore. He's from Baltimore. But at the end of the day, I'm just here. The office ain't no employees here. We got a couple family members, but it ain't all family though. But I got the keys. I'm gonna just dispose of them by the end of the month. But I gotta print some things out. So being an IO psychologist one day, maybe I'll be in some skyscrapers and I'll have office space and things like that over the years, So it's just something that motivates me coming in and, not necessarily doing any work here today, but I'm printing out for free. Gotta run somewhere and do some errands, and I'll probably pick up this package, set it on his desk. Like I said, I've been getting paid still, but I just been at home though. So get some of these lights on. And so I just say it's a good scenario because I come in here and I can do my vlogging. You ain't got a bunch of people in here all at the same time. So that's pretty good. I'm not even gonna open it up. Not even gonna turn on too many lights. Just head straight back. My mom's office. She's like the administrative, executive person. So might grab a couple snacks and take them home. It's just one of the things that motivated me highly because there's the sign out there. Got some offices upstairs. And so, yeah, this job really motivated me a lot with my stepdad because he really just went to school. My mom pushed him to go to school for something. He was managing already while we moved out to Kalamazoo back in the days. And she's just like, you can do so much more than that. Now he's like a entrepreneur. He's the CEO of this company. He's had highs and lows. He might be somebody great to talk to and have on the channel. And yeah, he got this plant in here from his aunt. Got that little white, almost dead leaf. I might water it. But yeah, I'm just going to be printing out some stuff and try to avoid going to Popeyes today because it's calling my name. And I got some working out and I got martial arts coming later. So yeah, just probably head up out of the office. And like I said, probably get more offices and gonna be in and out of other companies in the future. So just something to think about. All right, see you in a bit. Got a holiday food basket to pick up from the Open Doors main office. I was just listening to that Drake Chicago flow non-stop on my phone, even out loud with my neck mount. I'm about to pick this basket up and then go take the food probably home, drop the car off with the fiance. She got some things to do, and she gonna pick up the baby. And I'm gonna get a workout and stuff like that and just get ready for practice later too. You never want to just show up to practice like, man, I'm ready for practice. You want to show up to practice like you went to the dentist's office, my mom told me. You want to floss before the dentist appointment. You want to still work out and get a jog and stuff before practice. And y'all will see one day what I do to guys who just show up the bare minimum or whatever. And you'll see what I do to them. But, yep, about to pick up this basket. I'll show y'all what we got. Ham unthawing. Got a bunch of snacks. Got some good food. Some brand new stuff that we just got. My fiance actually got. It's just a little bit of stuff. We're just putting it away right now. Got some treats behind there. Couple little creamies. You know. A couple things. Got some chicken wings and stuff like that in the freezer still we have put up. Got some ham. And things like that. Me and her both had ended up getting an order. She got some food delivered from a program she's in as well. So we're blessed. Outside of practice, guys, at the dojo. Just a little bit late, but better late than never. Me and my fiance was talking about something. She was going through some family issues, and I sat there and talked with her for a little bit. I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of content of Grandmaster's achievements. He's here in Kalamazoo. He Michigan State graduate, Grandmaster, 8th degree, black belt. He's working on that 9th degree. I'll give you guys a little content with some of the stuff he's got on the walls in here. And I'll see you guys shortly after practice. And I just got done from an hour jog and actually fell down. Had some dark shades on, feeling cool. I'm a deputy black belt. And I actually hit a bump on the sidewalk and took a little dive. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't stop. Sometimes I get banged up in here and I don't stop. That's what we learn. So I'll give you guys a little bit of content in just a bit. I'll be uploading this video in just a bit. My fight bag coming at you. Watch it. Happy holidays. See you Saturday. Hey there, YouTube. Me and my fiance wrapping up a nice conversation about gender roles and things like that in the car. And I just wanted to say, she gave me some feedback on some videos. She said she wanted to see more interaction with me and my potential subscribers. So that's gonna be something that I work on. We just came to the Hardens store, and I wouldn't want to perpetuate a lifestyle of not really telling the truth. We're actually here by God's grace, you know, having gift cards coming from different organizations, like potentially the Salvation Army, you know. So God's blessed us to be able to come out tonight and get a free meal and be able to provide for my family and stuff like that off a gift card. We got about $30 to spend. We're probably gonna go for some Velveeta Dorito combination nachos, something like that. just hang out tonight, have a good time. It's kind of late for the baby to be out. It's almost 10 where the store is going to be closing, but it's going to be Christmas Eve tomorrow, December 23rd, 2025. That's my two girls right there, little quick glance. I don't want to put everybody's face in there until they ask for it. You know what I'm saying? But we came to another decision that we're going to ask her family to use the church for the baby's birthday party. So that's just something for you guys to remember to do, you know, when you got kids and things like that. Ask to have a birthday party at the church. You might have two different family sides that's arguing and feuding with each other, and they're going to get to the church like the old school days, and, you know, everybody's going to drop that. Nobody's even going to have to say sorry about anything. Everybody's going to have a great time. Typically, churches have huge kitchens, huge basements. You can have big-sized gifts down there. You got a lot of parking there. Her birthday is going to be in April. It's going to be nice and hot. So we can just have a variety of things take place. And as you guys saw, today was a pretty hectic day, ups and downs. I was in there with Grandmaster. I told him I actually used my Grandmaster as a reference on a job recently. That's something that I wanted to talk about because I heard that that's a good thing to do, is to put the martial arts experience on there for the extracurriculars. But I was kind of nervous, like maybe some jobs are secretly like blackballing me. Like maybe they think I'm a little too violent and they wouldn't want to hire me. But I actually got a third interview coming up for this company, like I said, and I think they actually like me. It's in alignment with what I went to school for, and like I said, I used Grandmaster as a reference. So I actually talked to him during practice tonight and told him, hey, I got my third interview coming up. As you guys saw in that last clip, I have put some footage of the dojo. I told them I'd start vlogging, but I didn't want to just scare anybody, and I'm not really rushing to put people's face in there. I put enough of his achievements that were on the wall. He's a very highly dangerous individual and a very sought after trainer and a very professional person, and I really look up to him a lot. And growing up how I did, growing up in an area that can be considered rough, or it can be considered nice. I always considered it nice. I kind of like people that are professional and knowledgeable, and I kind of tend to listen to their advice, and I try to be respectful and professional. So he's somebody who I really look up to. I use him as a reference, and I have that type of stuff. I have that type of stuff right there on my resume all the time, and so I just had a good time talking to him and telling him about the job, and I just wanted to wrap up this episode in the grocery store tonight because I thought about wrapping it up for you all at the desk, but I'm like, how many YouTubers wrap it up the same way every night? I just wanted to show you guys that having a good day is coming to an end. It's been a tough day. I was outside running earlier before practice for an hour like I said I would. I had on some dark shades. I actually hit a bump on the sidewalk and fell, scraped up both knees just a little bit and my elbow just a little bit, and I got right back up and kept running. And my fiance is dealing with some stuff in her personal life on her family side. She's being strong and moving on and not letting too many things slow her down, and she's staying emotionally available to her family members, and that's what life is going to be about. So we're just at the market, and we're just going to wrap it up and get a little bit of food on me. But I've been highly active today, and I've been outside, and like I was telling one of my fellow martial arts friends, you know, I really want to live to be in the hundreds. He's like, man, that's not possible. That's not possible. People ain't living past their 80s. And I'm just like letting it sink in how different personalities are really different personalities, because he might not think it's possible. He might not have even heard about it. But it's my job, being the type of guy I am, to tell him the way I look at life. And maybe he might start to think of stuff just a little bit different. So we're just in the hardest Family Fresh Market, and like I said, we are very grateful to the Lord, and I just got a new exciting electricity flowing through my veins about trying to do our daughter's birthday party, her 2-year-old birthday party in the basement of the church. And so I think our family's going to be very excited for us trying to do that. Like I said, we're going to have a huge kitchen, a lot of floor plan space down there, family. no matter what anybody was having a difference about, because families love to argue about things, everybody's going to get to that birthday party and just have a ball. So I just wanted to say good night to you guys, and thanks for potentially subscribing. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.
Vem caixota preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. 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 Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Hoje eu vou te pegar, te deixar de perna bamba. Hoje eu vou te pegar, vou te deixar de perna bamba. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Vem caixota preparada pra fuder sua safada. Vem sentando na piroca, sua piranha safada. Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. 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 Vem, vem fuder, 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 vem, vem fuder. Hoje eu vou te pegar, te deixar de perna bamba. Hoje eu vou te pegar, vou te deixar de perna bamba. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vai xerequinha, toma, 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 toma. Vem, vem fuder, vem, vem fuder.